Hi, I'm Rupal. How are you all? I am sure a lot of you must have read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and if you have read this, you must be familiar with the quote. I believe that it is better to know one book intimately than 100 superficially. And although I had read it, understood it, loved it, I realized that I hadn't exactly implemented it in my day to day life. And today, I thought I would share with you some of my thoughts and tips for you to follow this quote as well. The reason why I'm making this video is because before this past month, I had been completely obsessed with the amount of books other people were reading. Like, these numbers were 40, 50, 60 books in like 6 months. And looking at those numbers, I had read only maybe 15 to 20 books. I'm kind of a slow reader, and this made me feel bad about myself because I felt like I needed to read a lot more books. I needed to increase the amount of books I read, which is completely ridiculous because it shouldn't matter how many books I'm reading in a year, as long as the books I'm reading, I'm actually loving it. I realize that now, but I did not then, and it was a really bad feeling. So I'm just going to share some thoughts for you to follow in order to fall in love with reading all over again. So the first thing I did was that I stopped looking at the number. I stopped caring about how many books other people were reading. I stopped caring about how many books I was reading. I just focused on what I was reading. I just focused on the content, on the material, and I cherished the feeling because in the end it doesn't matter how many books you read, it just matters what you read. The second thing I did was that I took my time with the book. I was not in a hurry to finish the book in order to fit in the category where people have already read the book. I think I took maybe 3 months to finish The Secret History because I was reading a chapter and I was taking some time off to think about the chapter that I had just read, and this was what I did with basically the whole book. I cherished each and every page I read, each and every scene I read. I tried to make it as memorable as I could, and yeah, that is what matters. The third thing I did was that I stopped thinking about reading challenges. So basically, people were doing these reading challenges where they were reading 7 books in 7 days, or how many books they could read in 24 hours, finishing a book in 24 hours. And even though I tried to follow that, I was completely unsuccessful. And I kind of felt bad because I saw these people being really successful at it while I was not. So that was not a good thing for me. Don't do reading challenges if you cannot do it. Only do it if you are actually motivated enough to do it. The fourth thing I did was that I read whatever I liked. I see a lot of people who read a certain type of books. Like, they read books that is trending, or they see a lot of other people reading, and I am not that kind of a person because I'm a very moody reader. I would pick up a book today, but then I would lose my interest in that tomorrow, and I would pick up another book tomorrow. So this is a vicious cycle I go through every day, and because of this, I don't find myself even remotely interested in knowing what book is circulating through Instagram posts or what the story is about. I really don't care. I will read it. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't read it. I will read it, but how soon I will read it, that I don't know. I might take 1 month, I might take 1 year. So it depends on my mood. I read whatever I like. The last thing I want to say is that don't get influenced by videos which say that you have to read a certain kind of book in order to fit a certain kind of category. I had been seeing a lot of videos where people were talking about you have better taste in books if you read these books, and it should not be made in the first place, because everyone's taste is different, everyone's likes is different. You can be reading romance books, you can be reading mystery books, thriller books, smart books, criminal books, classics books, or literary fictions book, whatever you want. And no one should be the judge of what kind of books you are supposed to read. You read whatever you like. Don't think about what other people will think if you read this book. It is completely your choice, it is completely your opinion, and no one should have a say in it except you. These were my thoughts and opinions on how I implement the particular quote from The Secret History. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.